welcome to Minecraft preview. It's fine. Okay, so I have invented something absolutely insane. So, first a little bit of backstory though. When I first heard that Minecraft was adding background visuals about a year ago, I was super hyped. And then I heard that it would work with education editions, colored lights, and that the colored lighting thing would be done there. So you could do this. And then I heard that it would allow color mixing. So this is basically white, right? But you can tell that they're different colors. Blue. And then we have the green. And then we have the red. And this will even work with some of the vanilla ones, they just are more subtle. But this made me really excited. Oh my god. So I immediately got to work on an RGB display. If we go over here and give it a minute, you can see that most of these are white, but two of them over here are cyan. And that is because I moved the one that tells the red to be active. Now it's white. I have built a modular design for an RGB display. So there's what it looks like with nothing on. There's what it looks like as a... Hold up. I've been having some issues with copying and pasting all these. Give me just a minute. You know, I'm not going to do that here, but you get the idea. I'll do that off camera because that's really boring work. But the idea is there. The functionality is mostly there. So like you can really create basically any color you want. So that one would be a green. Yep. Okay. So let's look inside of this thing that I've created. It's actually really simple once inside. I just deactivate these. Okay, and if I remove these, you'll notice that we have three different base colors here. So we have red, green, and blue. Now with these, you're able to create any color. And the pistons just push or retract this block to block out or create the colors. And this goes to the shelf, and the shelf gets updated to the according color. So let's say it's yellow, this shelf will appear yellow. Now I've tried this with many other things, with something like stairs. Pretend these are stairs. If we have a 3x3 like this line here is really dark. Trapdoors actually work best, but the shelves have the nicest back texture here, so you can actually see them the best. Or, like, they look better than trapdoors, because yeah, if you had texture pack, maybe you could make it all one color, and yeah, that would be easier. But with pistons, it kind of wouldn't blend together. It would be, here's a light yellow, and then here's a dark yellow. So that wouldn't really work out for our purposes here. Which, I'm not sure what those are. If you have any ideas, leave them down in the comments below. Anyways, if we quickly break all these, okay, why not place them back here, you might ask. Well, that's because this new experimental thing is not perfect. It will do that, but if you run that center one, it does look actually pretty cool and interesting. So maybe there's something you could do with that. I don't know. All I know is that it's interesting. But if we place it back here, you can still see the light in, and it doesn't intrude with any of the other ones. That's why I'm using tinted glass. So, you might be wondering, how do I enable these? Okay, so I'll answer that. You might notice that these are toggled experimental. That is because in order to have the light thing, you need to enable under the experiment setting render tracking features for creators. Now, if you're in normal Minecraft, this will not appear. This is a preview exclusive thing right now. And to get the colored lights, you need to enable Minecraft Education Edition features. And that will give you the red, green, and blue lights, along with the purple torch. I don't know why you don't have yellow or cyan torches. I asked Mojo about that, not me. But you need that. You need to be on preview, which you will be able to tell because up there, at the very top, all of your system specs, so like your GPU, your CPU, all the different settings that you have that might affect anything, so if you send a screenshot to Mojang, they can know how to replicate it better, are up there. And that's how you know you're on Preview Edition. Now, I don't know what to use this for, so if you guys have any ideas, leave them down in the comments below. Maybe I can put, maybe one of them I'll do someday. Oh my gosh, bedrock takes forever to load. Okay, so another thing, you do have to have vibrant visuals on in order to receive the color lighting thing, and it is still a little bit glitchy. I don't know if they patched this, but a little bit ago I was messing around with this, and if you had something like this, maybe it was with tinted glass and it had to be not on the ground or something like that. Yeah, I don't know, maybe they patched it, but the colored lighting would like remain there. I don't know how to explain it. There would still be, it would still act on your client side as if that torch was there, but on the server side it wasn't. So if you relogged it, would just revert it. But anyways, we now finally have colored displays in Bedrock. Not in Java though. That's their problem, not ours. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and bye.